Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our week ahead readings. And this will be for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Timestamps will be in the description box below as always. And keep in mind, these are general. Take what resonates with you, disregard the rest, and be sure to watch all your signs. Your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. I am using the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot for you and the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. It helps me out a great deal. I will be setting up a Valentine's Day special, and I'll be opening it up to all kinds of questions, not just love related, so that everyone can take advantage of it, really, okay? So stay tuned for that. I don't know if I can do that this weekend. If not, it'll be very early next week, and I'll post it on my Instagram, on Facebook, when it's up and running. In the meantime, any other questions you have about private readings and all that, everything is in the description box below. And we're just going to get started here because we have shuffled enough. So let's start with Aries. Aries sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, what you're dealing with in the week ahead. Let's have a look. For Aries, sun, rising, Venus signs. Okay, so in the situation, we have the Eight of Swords. In the challenge, we have the Queen of Swords. In the outcome, we have the Chariot. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands could be your energy, because fire sign energy is the only fire sign card in here so far. And this could be where we're blocking something, we're closed off to something, we're fighting for or against something. It is also a focus on boundaries. So if we're feeling challenged, we kind of go overboard in re-establishing our boundaries. The current situation with the Eight of Swords, I feel like you're stuck. You feel stuck in a situation. This could also, because it's voluntary isolation, this could also be a case of voluntary isolation, something where someone's trying to get you out of it, and it's like you're pushing back. The challenge is the Queen of Swords. So for some of you, you could be recovering, healing, licking your wounds kind of out of, from a breakup, a separation that happened, some sort of an unfair situation that ended. This could also be a case of you being closed off to love because of past pain and past betrayal. In the outcome, we do have the Chariot, so this could be Cancer energy. It's victory, it's moving forward, it's moving on from something. So I feel like your challenge is to keep an open mind. Your challenge is to see the truth in the fact that you're not stuck, and to entertain the possibilities presented to you, because there's a sense of victory here. So either you're overcoming hurt from the past, and this is you coming back to life, almost like you're now wanting to be social, you want to travel, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to be around more people, you want to meet new people, and you're just going through a bit of a healing phase. And true, you have to heal on your own time. But I feel like what has happened here is you might have gotten comfortable being closed off to people. And it could be an air sign around you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius has been trying to make you realize that, because they're trying to help you snap out of it. If it's a case of you waiting for something, communication, a contract, ruling, and you're not sure what's going to happen with it, but you don't want to let go of it, you don't want to give up on it, right? So you're fighting people off where they're telling you, hey, you should move on, or it's never going to happen, or whatever the case may be, and you're kind of having to fight everyone and defend your position when it comes to this. I do see that coming in with the Chariot. Slowly but surely. We have another 7 here, so it might be 7 days. The 7th of the month. It is coming in fast. okay? Or it could even be like 7 o'clock when you get the call or the email or there's something around the number 7. So let's get some more clarity here for you, Aries, in the week ahead. So we have, with the 8 of Swords, we have the Sun. With the Queen of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups. And with the Chariot, we have the 5 of Wands. I'm going to pull one more. The Tower. So it's a little bit of what we've seen so far. It's kind of just confirming it, which is nice. Under the 7 of Wands, we have the Knight of Wands. And Knights are all about change. Moving on, literally moving, traveling, getting a move on. Literally or metaphorically, whatever the case may be. And you have been fighting that, okay? What's under there? The Ace of Wands. But there is an opportunity presented to you here. 8 of Swords with the Sun. Again, you've kind of, you see the contrast in these two? You've withdrawn from life almost. You've withdrawn from social life, gatherings, events, having fun, dating, for fear or because you were recovering, healing. Your challenge. There is an offer on the table with the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. It's very exciting. It might be something at a distance. It might be something you have to travel for, or it's metaphorical travel outside of your comfort zone, right? It's a very wise move on your part if you were to pursue this. It's genuine. So it could be an offer of love, someone asking you out, and I do see an energy of you kind of wanting to bite their head off. Could be a job offer, a friend talking to you about moving in together. It would be something, again, that it would either mean you literally traveling, or it's about you would have to come out of your comfort zone for this. Now, in the outcome, the 5 of Wands in the Tower, you're really struggling. You're really struggling to come out of that little cocoon that you've built for yourself. However, you can overcome this with the Chariot. There's inner conflict, there's turmoil there, but the Tower does talk about breaking down old patterns that no longer serve. It's breaking down that gilded cage that your comfort zone has become. So I am seeing moving, I'm seeing change in job, I'm seeing, it's like an impulse where you just get yourself back out there, you start dating, you accept someone's offer, you're conflicted about it. I feel like this is you taking a chance, trying something different with the Tower. It's a good opportunity with the Ace of Wands, 6 of Swords. It will take you out of, yeah, look, you've been mourning something. A loss, what you perceive to be a loss, what you perceive to be a failure. And this opportunity is your way out. This opportunity is your, the last step in your healing process, where you can complete the healing process and embark upon a new journey. New job, new love life, dynamic, new place to live, traveling more, or just busting out of that comfort zone that has turned into a bit of a toxic thing in your life, because it's a reason for you to procrastinate, a reason for you, it's like when you reason everything, when you make excuses and rationalize everything, right? That's what this new opportunity is meant to help you with, to step out of that, to embrace who you are, the new you, new and improved, right? You might be changing your look as a result of this as well with the Towers. Some big changes happening for the better, absolutely. So let's see, Oracle energy and advice for Aries for the week ahead. Oracle energy and advice for Aries for the week ahead. Bottom of the deck, shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. Absolutely. 36 adds up to a 9. You're at the end of this healing process. You're coming out the other side. Okay? Something that was very painful for you. It kept you stuck and in a place of pain for a long time. Pain and fear. You're coming out of it. You've made it through. Okay? And then what else do we have? We have choices. Yeah, feeling blocked and restrained. You have kept yourself, you have chosen to stay away. You've chosen to stay closed off. You've chosen to keep yourself stuck. And it's what you needed at the time. But it's time to make some different choices. All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. And this is the Ace of Wands energy. New beginning. It's time for a new beginning. It's time to take a chance on something new. And like I say, I'm seeing like some sort of a makeover that comes with this as well. And nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Number 28. So this is telling you it's time to end this cycle of negative self-talk, of fear, telling yourself whatever you needed to tell yourself to justify rejecting things in people, to justify being closed off. It's time to put an end to that, okay? Why? Because you are realizing that it was just excuses. It was nonsense. Meaning it didn't make sense if you thought it through. It wasn't rational, it wasn't logical. It was just an excuse. And it's time to come out of that. Okay? So, I mean, it's beautiful energy here, Aries. You're getting unstuck, or the opportunity is there. It's not going to happen without your input, right? You have to allow it to happen. You have to accept it in your life. You have to be the one to take a chance on it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. But it's an amazing opportunity, okay? And it will not only get you unstuck, but it will put you on a new path of abundance, success, true love, traveling, seeing the world, moving. Okay? So I hope it helps you. You're going to have to tell me how it makes sense to you. If you resonate with the reading, leave it in the comments below. And I hope it helps you. That's my intention. Changed in the night. Yeah, you've changed. Painting the roses red, covering up errors. Your cards keep on coming. This is where you're acknowledging that no, it wasn't a mistake. No, it wasn't your failure. It's things that you've told yourself. And it's now time to come out of that. You've learned from it. As long as you've learned from it, it was never a mistake. That's the Queen of Swords energy as well. Okay. Alright. Moving on to Leo. Hey Leo, thank you for joining us. And if you're skipping ahead, please make sure to watch the intro as well, because there's information for you there. So what's going on for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. What is going on for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. The Magician in the situation, the Seven of Wands as your challenge, and the Chariot in the outcome. You see how you have similar cards to Aries? You might be dealing with an Aries, or you have Aries in your chart. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Come on, man. Yeah. Now, in this case, what I'm seeing is a little bit flipped for you, Leo. It's a similar energy of voluntary isolation, as it were. But for you, it's different because you have been working on something with the Magician. You've been working on it, manifesting it, putting in the work, staying very focused. That's what the Eight of Swords is, right? You're not taking time to, I don't know, indulge or go out or whatever you view as a distraction is not happening. This is intense focus. Your challenge is to stay focused on the task at hand, is to fight off temptation to slack off, to slow down. You have to maintain the current pace you're at. I feel like it's very important, because that's how you get to the Chariot, where this is victory. This is you getting what you've been working for. Because the Chariot is not, oh yeah, you win, good for you, right? It's not that. To get to the Chariot, it takes a lot of work, a lot of focus, a lot of dedication to keep things on track. That's what the Chariot is. It's not easy energy. And you've been doing it, and I feel like you're close to the end, but there might be some distractions or temptations coming in to either modify something, slow things down, skip a day, if it's a personal goal or a weight goal or a fitness goal, or with your business, whatever it is, right? You're tempted to change something, or because there's a distraction coming in, and you're like, let me see if I can rearrange what I'm doing, and you're tempted to shift focus. And that's why you're getting a heads up here to stay on course, to stay on track, because you're almost there. Okay? And kind of changing things now would result in delays that are not necessary. And this could be, it could be a number of different things. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples, but you take it as it makes sense to you. It could even be with the Magician, where someone is trying to tempt you to, let's say you're focused on your business, and someone's coming in trying to tempt you to work with them, to invest in them. They're talking to you about what they're doing, and kind of telling you, hey, you should try this, you should try that. In some cases, they are a little bit deceitful and manipulative, so take that into account. In other cases, they are an innovator. They do have a lot of good ideas. However, for you, it's important to stay the course, because you already have the idea, you already have the plan, you've already put the work in. It's just a matter of crossing that finish line, and you're really close to the finish line. And what happens when I'm not a runner, but I remember from high school when we would run track, and our teacher would always say, don't slow down when you get to the finish. You run faster when you cross that finish line. You slow down once you're crossed the finish line. And it's that kind of energy here. You're tempted to slow down because you see the finish line. Don't do it. Let's get some clarity for Leo. With the Magician, we have the Death card. This could even be someone telling you, hey, if you're not seeing results by now, just drop that and come with me, work with me. Or this could be your own insecurity, or someone actually telling you with the Magician, hey, that's not going to work. No, it's not going to work. You should just drop it, let it go, shift course, try something else. With the Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles, yeah, protect your investment. Protect your investment of time, money, energy, dedication. Protect your investment, see it through. And then with the Chariot and the outcome, yeah, look, Judgment, getting the news you've been waiting for and hoping for. You've reached that conclusion, you've reached that completion. You have that recognition, and now it's getting rewards. 10 of Pentacles, absolutely. Financial rewards, reaching your goal in terms of, I'm getting a focus on weight, fitness, health goals. And it's a case of you have Six of Swords with the Eight of Swords. You've made a change in your diet. You've made a change. So you have your goal. You have the plan. And you've made the changes. And then you have persevered, right? You have a fitness goal. You change your diet. You have to make time to work out, whether it's on your own or you're going to the gym or whatever. And you have done everything. And you have persevered. And you know how things fluctuate and how things go up and down a bit until they're settled into a new routine, right? Or you're creating a new habit for yourself, and it's going to take at least 21 days, and you fluctuate in between, right? Until one day you wake up, something clicks, and it's your new normal, right? It just happens. That's what I'm looking at here. And someone is coming in trying to tempt you to say, well, if you haven't seen results until now, you should just drop it. Says who? This is your goal, your path, your plan. They don't get an opinion. You know what I mean? It's only what matters to you. It's only your opinion that matters. How do you feel? What you're thinking, what you're wanting, your goals, your dedication, your resilience. And it's time to protect your investment, to stand by your investment, because it's paying off. It's literally paying off for you. Reaching your goal, shedding the weight, gaining the weight, reaching your fitness goals. That's also coming up here. Setting up that business, and you're in that time of, okay, I took a chance, I started this business, I have some income coming in, I have stuff going out, I'm not quite where I want to be, but it's a case of, well, you have to give it time. You have to be consistent, you have to give it time, and then there will come a day, well, things will switch, you'll gain fame, popularity, people will start to know your name, you know, they'll recommend you to other people, and then all of a sudden, there you go, it just flows. You still have to do the work, but there's a consistency to it, right? There you go. You've reached that consistency. You now have a successful, stable business, right? And you're starting to see it in terms of finances as well. If it's a case of, I'm also seeing something where there's an ex that's trying to come back in your life. I'm seeing an air sign in particular, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm seeing someone who would be very good with, who is very good with their words. They like to portray a certain image. And I get the sense of they like you to be confused. It works for them if you're confused about their intentions, about their actions, because they have kept you with the Eight of Swords in your head a lot. This is what I think is going on, but I'm not sure. I'm doubting myself, so I'm not going to take action. Because what if I'm wrong? What if I'm exaggerating? Because they put those things in your head. I feel like they either ghosted you, they left, they just detached, disconnected. And I feel like it was a manipulation tactic. It was to prove a point. In the meantime, what they didn't anticipate was you accepting the ending and being like, okay, you know what? I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'm going to make the best of this. I'm going to give myself a new something, right? New life. I'll transform myself. Because I'm making some changes, right? If I thought there was a good thing, and then it ended, or it went so badly, or I wasn't happy, the time apart has actually opened my eyes as to what I want for myself, right? They were thinking the time apart would only make you want them more, because you'll start to question yourself, and who am I without them? And you would want to run to them, chase them, right? Whereas you took the opportunity to give yourself a makeover and to transform who you are on the inside and on the outside. And I think that's where the fitness goals come in, the makeover comes in, right? And this is about, for you, staying the course. You've started this, it's a good investment, you feel good about yourself, you feel better every day, your confidence is back, you feel more stable, you feel valuable because you're nurturing yourself, you're looking after yourself. And of course you're going to hear back from that person. They'll want to come back in. When they see you doing well, when they see that you've moved on, and they're like, oh, Leo is actually moving on? Seriously? They're over me? No, we can't have that. And they're coming in. They're rushing in. Why? Because now you're stable, or you have money, or you look so amazing and everyone wants you, right? Which was the case before, but maybe you didn't see it, right? Because they were putting things in your head. And your advice is to keep going with the Chariot on this new path that you have created for yourself. To leave the past in the past. And to continue on this new path. Because there's more abundance, there's more happiness. And I also hear your happily ever after was not with that person. Your happily ever after is in your future, not your past. For what that's worth. And if this is going on within a current dynamic where they haven't left, but they've detached, or again, they're manipulative, they keep you in your head a lot, you don't know where you stand, you're manifesting an ending to that. Does that make sense? You might have also detached and been like, you know, okay, until we figure out what we want to do next, I'm going to start working on myself. You're shifting the focus from them to you. And in doing all that work, you're coming to some realizations about who you are, your beauty, your strength, what you deserve. And it will lead to a natural ending. It frees you up. It gives you freedom, independence, confidence. And your happily ever after is actually ahead of you, not behind you. Okay? So that's pretty beautiful, Leo. So let's see. Overall, ooh, fluff me. Overall messages and advice for Leo. Give me one more card, please, for Leo for the week ahead. Fine. You get two more. Bottom of the deck, all in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. It's a number one. It's all about you. I'm seeing this as the makeover card this week. I don't know why, but there you go. Definitely giving yourself a makeover. Definitely working on your physical self as well as your mind and your soul, your spirituality, your emotional self, your mental health. Okay, it's an overhaul type energy that I'm seeing here, and it's giving you a new beginning, right? That's pretty awesome. Oh, you have 5. All right, Leo. I mean, I do what I'm told, guys. I've learned not to ask questions. Okay, so use your time well. Make every moment count. It's time for this new begin for yourself. It's time to free yourself from the situation. It's time to embark upon this new venture, this new opportunity. Make every moment count is also about being focused. Okay? Remember, protect your investments. Stay focused. The right way, learning to create what you desire. Number 21. This is about growth and expansion. And doing things the right way, what does that mean? It means being fair to yourself. It's being balanced. It's making fair decisions, healthy decisions. And sticking to your plan. That's what that is. Doing things the right way. That means you sat down, you figured something out. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to do it. And it just means stick to the plan, see it through. Okay? Don't cut corners. Don't give in to temptation. Don't give in to anyone telling you get rich quick schemes. Don't give in to someone get inside your head making you question your plan. Speaking of justice, law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. Number 30. Another 3. You're making your own rules right now. Okay? You're pulling back from trying to be who someone else wants you to be. You're pulling back from playing someone else's games. You're pulling back from trying to understand someone. But they keep switching it up on you. Why? Because it works for them if you're confused. It's a tactic. Mind games, control. It's a tactic. And you're making your own rules. You're saying, you know what? Never mind. Don't hurt yourself. I got this. It's okay. I don't need you to tell me what you want me to do. I don't need you to tell me how you feel about me. I'm good. Never mind. Keep it to yourself. I don't want to know anymore. 41. Forget who you are. I'm telling you, this is deep transformation. Conditioning falls away. Absolutely. You've been trying to please someone or please people or fit into someone else's box or do what someone else thought you should do or wanted you to do. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. You're different. You're a brand new person, inside and out. Definitely seeing a focus on external as well as internal. You feel different, you look different. And because you're making this change, it might tempt someone to come back and claim what's theirs. But you know what? You're not theirs and you never were because they didn't know what to do with you. They didn't know how to treat you properly, how to love you properly, how to value you properly. Keeping up. Number 40. Immense effort in advance. Again, this is stay the course. Stay the course. Don't get tempted to change anything in your approach because you're almost at the finish line. Stay the course. Don't get tempted to take anyone back in. Okay? Because why? Because you've leveled up already. They're not on your level. They never were to begin with. Let's keep it real. But we have to go through what we have to go through in order to learn about our self-worth, our self-value. You've done that. It's time to move on. It's time to come into your power. It's time to, walk the talk. Apply everything you've learned. And you will be tested. That's what the judgment is. It's a test. Have you really learned this, or are you just going through the motions? That's where the temptation comes in. And you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I've learned this. Yeah. I have everything I need within myself, not in a selfish, egotistical way. I don't need someone else to make me happy. I don't need someone else to define who I am. I don't need someone else to value me. You either get it or you don't. I know who I am. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. You either value me or you don't. I'm not going to fight to prove myself. And that's it. That's big, Leo. That's big. You're on a brand new journey, brand new path, and your happily ever after will shortly follow. Meeting the true love of your life, getting that dream job or career opportunity, making money hand over fist, right? Where you can save, you can put aside, you can buy land, you can buy property to pass it down to your children, grandchildren, etc., creating a legacy. Your business will take off. Trust me. If it's a fitness business especially, or anything related to fitness, nutrition, health, and well-being, it will take off. Why? Because you have come into your power. You have switched focus to you, to what matters, to situations and people who are like-minded. They see your worth and they're willing to match it. Does that make sense? Awesome. I'm so happy for you, Leo. Tell me what is going on in the description box below. How you make sense with the reading. And if you don't, give it a couple of days, come back and watch the video, because it's happening. Right? With these important majors, it's happening. And I hope the reading helps you. Okay, and let's move on to Sagittarius. Hey Sagittarius, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. As always, if you're skipping ahead, please make sure to watch the intro as well, because there's information for you there. What's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs? Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs. Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. There we go. So, Five of Wands as the situation, Ace of Cups as the challenge, and the Fool in the outcome. Interesting. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius, do you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing falling in love for some of you. That's what I'm saying. And not only falling in love, but doing something about it. If you have been conflicted, or if this is dating multiple people and keeping your options open, that's one aspect. And another aspect is inner conflict of, should I do this, should I not do this? Maybe you're in one situation and you're thinking, well, I have to leave this to start that. Do I really want to do that? Or you're happy single, you've got your thing going on, but then there's this amazing opportunity coming in that's too good to ignore, and you've got some conflict about, the changes that you'd have to make. Because the challenge, well, the Ace of Cups, it's here. It's here. It's now. The true love, your true wish when it comes to job, career, your business, your home, it's here. It's there. Okay. What I want to say is, if you notice, they're drawing my attention to the fact that there's no hand in this deck holding the Ace of Cups, and there's a reason why I choose different decks, and I'm led to use different decks for different signs. And this is saying it might not be an overt offer. It might not be that someone is chasing you. It might not be that someone is outright telling you, okay? But it's there. They're making it clear. It might be more subtle. Or it's a case of, hey, I'm here. You figure it out. You figure out what you want to do about that. Okay? And that's why it's showing up as a challenge, because it's down to you. And in the outcome, we have the Fool. I like the Fool with the Two of Cups, because it means you're jumping in. You're taking a chance. It's a new beginning in love. It's falling in love. With the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, with the Fool is falling in love. Okay? And it's a brand new beginning. It's a brand new cycle in your life. So you could end up marrying this person, having children with this person, settling down with this person. Okay? And this isn't love. It just talks about your heart's desire. It may involve a partnership or a friendship. It might be something related to business, job, career. It's just your heart's desire. Okay? And you've been conflicted going back and forth about what to do about it. And it looks like you're just going to take a chance. Let's get some clarity here for you, Sagittarius. And I feel like that has been your advice for a good many weeks now, hasn't it? And it looks like you're finally doing it. So let's get some clarity for Sagittarius here. With the Five of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the clarity, a conversation. It's usually more you coming to an understanding. You having some sort of an epiphany. You seeing the truth of a situation. It could also be you separating yourself from other people or a different environment or dynamic. Cutting ties. The Ace of Cups, the Empress. Yep. The one. End all be all for you. Told you. The one you're going to marry. The one you're going to have children with. The one you're going to settle down with. Your dream opportunity and career. The one you're going to retire from. Your own business. You're the entrepreneur. The one source of income in your life and happiness and joy, because you're doing something you love to do. With the Fool in the outcome, we have the Two of Wands, taking a chance, making a choice. And I want to pull one more. And the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. Taking a chance, the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune, taking a chance. And it's going to make some very big changes in your life. Very positive changes, but big, okay? Under the Two of Cups, Strength. You've been holding back. You've been holding back either because you told yourself this doesn't exist. Either you told yourself you're being naive waiting for this. Either you told yourself, you know what, I'm in an okay situation. I don't want to rock the boat. Right? We have Leo energy, that's significant as well. And the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus with Capricorn energy. For some of you, you're in one situation. Come across a couple of different ways, because the Queen of Pentacles is a lesser energy to the Empress, right? It's the level before you get to the Empress. And for some of you, you're already with this person, okay? You are already with them. That's why you have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But you have been holding back because, I don't know, fill in the blank. Fear of commitment. You weren't sure if they're the right person for you, but again, it's more fear of commitment, and then you start to tell yourself things, do you know what I mean? And then the realization is, actually, I am with the person I want to be with. Actually, I do see a future with them. I do see long-term with them. So I'm going to open up, stop holding back, and allow myself to fall in love with this person, fall back in love with this person, and give him my all. And you're starting a new cycle. Because now you're fully confident that you are on the right track and you want to take it deeper. And what was holding you back was either your own insecurities, commitment issues, or too many people in your ear, pretty much. And it's almost like you didn't have enough time for you to sit with yourself and figure out what you think, right? Everyone was in your ear all the time. Do this, do that. Maybe someone else had commitment issues and they were talking to you all the time. And it's like they gave you their fear. So that's one scenario. For others of you, you're with someone So you've been holding back, but the challenge is someone else sparks something in you, especially emotionally. You see someone else as better for you, right? The one for you, because that's what the Empress is, the one. The woman, in the words of Sherlock Holmes, la femme. And this is where you could decide to cut ties. I was going right because that's where my camera used to be. Cut ties because the situation between the two of you was unstable to begin with. Maybe a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting and butting heads because you wanted different things. That's what the Five of Wands is. And you just couldn't find the middle ground. And so it could be the end of that to fully embrace this. Okay? If it's to do with job, again, you're in a job. It's okay. Right? It's okay. It's comfortable. You've been holding back from pursuing what truly makes you happy, whether it involves another person or not. It could be another job, another partnership, or your own business with the Empress there. And you're overcoming some fears. Either you're getting some sort of communication that puts your fears at ease, or it's the missing piece of the information, or this is you getting clarity, overcoming fear, and cutting ties, going for it. Okay, whatever this is, that is your dream, fill in the blank. Career, business, place to live, relationship. And you're making some different choices. You're leaving the past behind. Either way, you're leaving the past behind, an old way of being behind. And you're jumping all in into this new opportunity. Okay, what's the overall energy and advice for Sagittarius? Overall energy and advice for Sagittarius for the week ahead. No, overall energy and advice for Sagittarius in the week ahead. Overall energy and advice for Sagittarius. Okay. And if this hasn't happened yet, then this is a heads up. This is on the table for you. Choices, choices, choices. Feeling blocked and restrained. You have kept yourself stuck. You have told yourself, no, it's a good thing. You've chosen to be stuck. You've chosen to stay where you are. But it's becoming more and more clear that you're actually keeping yourself stuck. You're telling yourself it's a good thing, but you're keeping yourself stuck in reality, right? What else? Uncertainty. Choose who you will become. Number 39. That's a 212. That's a 3. It's a time of growth and expansion. And I feel like maybe you were waiting for something external or other people to define or to clarify or to validate what you feel and what you think. Okay? In other words, you were waiting for some sort of approval. And with the Ace of Swords and the message, choose who you want to become, who you will become, that is you deciding, you know what? I already know what I want to do. It's time for me to pursue what I know I want to do and stop waiting for people to be on board, stop people to give me their approval. Because this is a caterpillar here. And I'm seeing the Hierophant card in this deck, and the caterpillar is the Hierophant. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, where this is someone you put above you, right? They have to give you their approval. They have to guide you. So it could be a parent, it could be an elder, it could be whoever you put on a pedestal, like they know better, or I want to impress them, or I want to make sure I do what they think I should, or I need for them to approve of what I'm doing before I set off. And this is where you take your power back, and you're coming to that conclusion that, you know what, I already know what I want to do. And it's coming into that clarity, especially if you've been trying to get this person's approval, or these people's approval, for them to get on board, for them to be supportive, and they're just if I can talk, they're just behaving like a-holes. Pardon my French. You know, everyone's doing their own thing. No one really cares about what you're doing. People just throw opinions at you, but they don't really talk them through with you. Do you know what I mean? So it's more about them than you. And you're having that clarity. And that is what gives you the strength, the confidence to cut ties, to pull your focus back to you, and to make different choices. Set your course. Number 22. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan and the right direction. You already know what you want to do. You do. You already know. And it's the right direction for you. Clock time. 14. Time, pressure, in a rush. 14 adds up to a 5. It's time for this change. It's time to make a change. I feel like you have a plan and you have timing. And this is telling you, you don't have to wait that long. You really don't have to wait that long. It's ready now. You know, because you're telling yourself, oh, I'll be here for another year and then I can make the switch. And this is telling you, it's ready now. You are ready now. It is ready now. Things are ready now. Why would you keep yourself stuck if you don't need to be? Does that make sense? But this is beautiful, Sagittarius. This is beautiful. So I hope the reading makes sense, and I hope that it helps you if you're dealing with these energies. I hope it gives you the confirmation that you're on the right track and that you should trust yourself and make these decisions that you feel are right for you. But you're headed towards your true happiness and your true fulfillment. A change will be required, though, whether it's the change in mindset, where you already view the situation you're in as the one that's perfect for you. That's for fewer than you than the other scenario, where there's a change in perspective and courage to make a change because you have found what you thought was your ideal and is different than where you are. Does that make sense? Whether it's with love, with business, with career, whatever it is. And it's time to make the change. And it looks like you're ready. It looks like you're doing it. So, good luck to you. Let me know what this is for you. And I hope the reading helps you. Okay? Have a fantastic week ahead. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.